Okay, so probability of draws with replacements. When you are doing multiple probabilities, what you want to do is try to think about one at a time. So when I look at this, what I want to say is, okay, instead of trying to think of a fair die is rolled 6 times, what's the probability of having no 1 and no 3 among them? Instead of trying to figure out what happens over the 6 rolls, just figure out one roll. So what's the probability that I don't get a 1 or a 3? That gives me 4 other numbers. I could get a 2, a 4, a 5, or a 6, right? So, your sample space, if you want to go about it that route, your sample space would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all my possible options. In this event, we are getting a 2, a 4, a 5, or a 6. So you have 4 options out of 6. So that's the probability of like just one roll where I don't get a 1 or a 3. And then all you really have to say is, since I'm rolling it 6 times, to the 6th power. And you can do that in the calculator, 4 over 6 to the 6th power. That's doing it 6 times itself, right? So this is for the first roll, for the second roll, for the third roll, for the fourth roll, for the fifth roll, for the 6th roll, okay? So when you have multiple rolls like that, just think about one roll, and then you can go from there. Let me get the other version of this one up here because that's a harder one. No. Well, last time it happened real quick. All right. This one, a fair die is rolled 4 times. What's the probability that a 3 is obtained on at least one of the rolls? So that at least one makes it a lot harder, okay? If we were going to figure this out, what we'd have to figure out is, what's the probability? There's 4 rolls. Okay, we have 4 total rolls. What's the probability that we get a 3 on one of the rolls, or we get a 3 on 2 of the rolls, or we get a 3 on 3 of the rolls, or we get a 3 on 4 of the rolls? That would be at least 1, right? This would be at least 1 3 out of the 4 rolls. So you'd have to do it, you'd have to find the probability for each of those and add them up. That's not very fun, okay? So there's another way to do this. What is the opposite of at least 1? The opposite of at least 1 is, if I have 3 on one roll, a 3 on one roll, a 3 on 2 of the rolls, a 3 on 3 of the rolls, a 3 on 4 of the rolls. What's the only other option I could have? Any guesses? It's actually a 3 on none of the rolls. So what I could do is, this accounts for at least 1 3 on 4 rolls, and this would be like no 3s on all 4 rolls. So none is actually the opposite of at least 1, if that makes any sense. You have at least 1 would be 1 and more, so the opposite of that would be 0. So like, if you thought about it, sorry, I was just doing number lines with my child the other day. So if you thought about it on a number line, like at least 1 would be everything from here to here. So the opposite of that would be just the 0, okay? So you can find the other side. So what is the probability that we do not get a 3 on any roll? Well, what we're going to look at here is, if I don't get a 3, it'd be 5 out of 6, right? Because there's 3 is only one of them. And then that would be to the 4th power. So this would be the probability that I don't get a 3 on 4 different rolls. If that's the opposite, then I could just do 100% minus that and get my answer. So it'd be 1 minus 5 over 6 to the 4th. And this would be my answer. So this would be like, so say this is, 10%. If there's a 10% chance that I don't get any 3 on all the 4 rolls, then there's a 90% chance that I get at least 1 3. I can't erase that. The undo button went away.